The information station, KRMS, Osage Beach.
It's time for the Lakefront Living Realty radio show on News Talk KRMS. Lakefront Living Realty is Missouri's only real estate firm focused solely on lakefront and lake access properties, changing lives one lake house at a time. So let's talk the waterfront lifestyle. Please welcome owner-broker Annie Faulstich and her guests for today's program.
Welcome to the Lakefront Living Real Estate Show, your trusted guide to buying and selling lakefront property at Lake of the Ozarks, where we're changing lives one lake house at a time. I'm Stacey O'Neill, and I'm here today with fellow realtor and lakefront specialist, Haley Glover. And as your lakefront specialist, we have a deep understanding of the lake community, the lake lifestyle, and the people who love it.
One thing we have in common is our love of the lake lifestyle. We live it ourselves every day, and we want to encourage others to discover what it is all about. Let us share our experience and our expertise with you to ensure that you find the perfect lakefront home for your own specific lake lifestyle wants and needs.
We know that buying a lake home is a year-round commitment. Many lakefront homeowners probably don't think too much about what goes on in a lake after the summer season ends. The majority of our lakefront homeowners have a primary residence that's hours away, where they may have to work and school and other responsibilities that keep them from the lake for most of the off-season. I'm sure it can be hard for some to imagine what life in a tourist lake area such as Lake of the Ozarks must be like once all the boats are winterized and stored away and many of the lakefront restaurants and bars have closed their doors for the winter.
On today's show, we are talking about just that. Stacey and I want to share with you some of the little-known but often wondered-about secrets of the Lake of the Ozarks you might not know. Believe it or not, life does go on after the last boat leaves the water. And speaking of the off-season and colder weather, we have a guest joining us today to talk about some ways you can make the most of your time off of the water and in your lake home when you decide to spend time here with the locals in the fall and winter months.
So, what is the lake like when the summer is over? It's actually pretty peaceful and quiet once the extra boats and road traffic are gone. During the spring and summer months, or the lake season, the lake's population can grow up to 10 times its permanent population. So you can imagine how quiet it seems from October to April.
I like to think of it as a huge party that my rebellious friends decided to throw and invite everyone they know to while my parents are out of town. The cops show up after 3 months and make everyone leave, but my friends and I found the best hiding places, and we got to stay and continue the party for another 9 months before the rebels caught on and came back.
Although things do slow down on the water, there's still so much to do in and around the lake area in the off-season. I think that for most people, the natural beauty of the Lake of the Ozarks is the first thing that catches your eye. But if you take a closer look, you'll see a strong lakefront economy with abundant year-round employment opportunities and an exceptional quality of life. I think that measuring quality of life means different things to each person. To me, it means I'm thankful to be part of a balanced community with those small-town values. My husband and I are both from a small town, and when we first started to visit the lake, it felt like, hey, this lake was made for us. I can go to the grocery store and expect to see at least one person I know, and I love the small town vibe and the way that the good neighbors look out for each other. So whether you're a visitor or a new resident, you will be greeted as a friend. That's really important, and that's a commitment that makes me proud to be a part of the Lake of the Ozarks. What about you, Haley? What's something that you enjoy about this time of the year?
My family relocated here to the lake about 4 years ago, and we came here from a busy and overpopulated suburb of Kansas City on the south side. Before we became full-time residents, though, we were primarily summer vacationers here at the lake with a cabin that we would visit during the summer months and when the weekends were a little bit warmer and we could get away. So I have the personal experience to relate to both of those perspectives, the busy, crazy suburban life and then also the a little bit quieter and slower paced life at the lake. What I enjoy most about the winters or the off season at the lake is the sense of community that we have here. I think that's something that exists year-round, of course, but it is so much more prominent in the quieter months when all of the distraction of the lake traffic is gone. They say that being near water naturally brings a sense of peace and relaxation to a person, and I believe that that is true for the lake community that we have here. The vibe in the slower months of the off-season at the lake is friendly and genuine. I've never felt more comfortable and more at home than I have since moving to Lake of the Ozarks.
Mm-hmm. Me too. I think that's a feeling that many of us have in common. Did you know that it only takes 30 seconds to find any direct lakefront home on our website, lakefrontliving.com? If it's on the water, it's on our website. Check it out to easily navigate search tools to see what lakefront properties are currently available in this market. If you're curious about learning the value of your home, then check out our patented calculator tool on our website, lakefrontliving.com. By answering a few questions about your property, it will give you an accurate market price range for your home. If you need help finding the perfect lakefront property for your wants and needs, check out our Define Your Dreams Lake Home tool. In less than 3 minutes, answer some questions about your preferences, and you will be connected to a lakefront specialist who will help you find a perfect lake property match.
So today we just want to reiterate that, again, we want to, bring some insight to our listeners about, what the lake is like here in the off season after the summer months. I know when most people think about Lake of the Ozarks, they think about the boating and the restaurants on the water and just being out and enjoying the sunshine. But, there really is a lot going on at the lake after that season ends. And being here full time, we have a firsthand experience of that. And we just want to share that with our listeners because, a lot of the people who have homes here are their second homes and they're seasonal here at the lake. But there are many, many things to do, many activities and events that still go on. Those of us who live here full time, obviously we still have lives to live and we have jobs here and we have kids in the schools. And I think it's real easy as a second homeowner to kind of forget about that and not really think too much about it. But we feel that that's something important that we share with our clients and our listeners here on the Lakefront Living Realty Show because it is important. You've made a huge investment in this lake home, and although it might be difficult to get away during the school year especially, that is something that is an option. You could always come and spend other time here and enjoy some of the other things that we have to offer.
Mm-hmm, definitely. Yeah. So we talk a lot about lifestyle on the Lakefront Living Radio Show, mainly because that's what our clients are interested in. And we're dedicated to showing that lifestyle when listing your home for sale. So when you think of the off season at the lake, that really doesn't apply so much to the real estate market right now. Inventory is low. This is a really, really good time to list your home for sale. Don't wait until spring thinking that's when everybody will come out and look at it. That might be true, but then you'll have more competition that you'll be up against. So we just want to encourage you, if you're thinking about putting your house on the market, now is the time to do it. We have really low interest rates currently, and we find that the buyers who are out looking are serious buyers, and they're ready to go ahead and make a move. So be sure to contact us anytime you have questions about that. We'd love to visit with you regarding that. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and our YouTube channel at Lakefront Living, Missouri. So it's been a great start to the show here, and we're going to take a short break. But when we come back, we will continue to share our thoughts about life at the lake in the off season. We will also be hearing from DJ Bricker from Pix Gallery about the products and services they offer to make your home more cozy and comfortable in those colder months and beautiful and stylish year-round. Remember, if you're not able to catch the entire show today, be sure to visit our YouTube channel, Lakefront Living Realty Missouri, to listen to this and all other previous shows at your leisure. Stay with us on the Lakefront Living Realty Radio Show on News Talk KRMS, 1150 AM, 97.5 FM, and 103.3 FM. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Alex Piontek, Realtor and Lakefront Specialist with Lakefront Living Realty, specializing in lakefront and lake access homes, condos, and land on the West Shore. If you or anyone you know is interested in buying or selling property on the West Shore, give me a call at 636-388-1088 or email me directly at alex@lakefrontliving.com.
Welcome back. Thanks for listening to the Lakefront Living Realty Radio Show on News Talk KRMS. Once again, here's owner-broker Annie Faulstich.
Welcome back to the Lakefront Living Realty Radio Show, your trusted guide to buying and selling lakefront property at Lake of the Ozarks, where every day is a lake day. I'm Haley Glover, Realtor and Lakefront Specialist for the East Shore with Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri's only exclusive lakefront lake access brokerage, where we're changing lives one lake house at a time. We know that there are a lot of realtors to choose from, and there are a lot of things to consider when choosing the right one to work with when selling or buying a lake home. We hope that when you are ready to make that choice, you consider Lakefront Living Realty to be your lakefront specialist. You can get in touch with us anytime at lakefrontliving.com or by calling our office at 573-693-1613. Also, be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Lakefront Living Realty Missouri, to keep up to date on what is happening in the real estate market here at the lake.
And as always, if you're not able to catch the whole show today and you're just now tuning in, you can listen anytime on our YouTube channel, Lakefront Living Realty Missouri. If you're just joining us, we want you to know that this show truly is for you, the buyer or the seller, or just the person who likes to stay involved in the lakefront real estate market at Lake of the Ozarks. Lake of the Ozarks has so many opportunities for year-round fun, activities, and volunteering opportunities to help make a difference and a positive impact to the lake community. Of course, in my personal family, we can't talk about fun things to do at the lake without mentioning fishing. Both of my kids have been fishing since they were about 2 years old, and it's still their favorite thing to do. We just have so many good times and memories from fishing on the lake. And they will tell you that you can fish year-round. In fact, the winters here at the lake can get pretty cold, but it's not unusual to have a day or several days where the temperatures are in the 50s or I think even 60 degrees, which seems strange for January, but it does happen. And so we like to make the most of those beautiful days by going out and fishing. Also, the state parks are still open year-round. It's a great time to go out and hit the trail at Ha-Ha-Tonka State Park as a real fun activity as well. The Lake of the Ozarks has many fishing tournaments throughout the year. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about two of them upcoming. March 28th and 29th is the Alhana Early Bird Open Buddy Bass Tournament. And that is at Alhana Resort, 677 Outer Road, Lake Ozark, Missouri. And this tournament is a 2-day bass tournament with 100% payback of all entry fees. It's a great way to start new fishing season at the Lake of the Ozarks, and it can often occur during the bass's natural spawning period. So 7 and even 8-pound fish are not uncommon in this early spring tournament. The cash prizes are given out following the weigh-in on Sunday. They also have guest rooms available at the resort, and each room includes a covered boat slip with electric and ramp fees for the boat. You can stay there, you can store your boat there. It's a good place to kind of be your central command when you're participating in that fun tournament. The registration fees also include breakfast and coffee Saturday and Sunday morning for the participants. And if you want more information on this particular tournament, you can find that on lakeexpo.com. Also coming up is the annual Spring Big Bass Bash. Say that fast 5 times. April 19th at the Lake of the Ozarks State Park. And the Big Bass Bash, it's a bass tournament, and it's designed for amateurs only. So no professional fishermen can participate in this one. Sorry, guys. It's a unique format, and it allows the weekend fishermen a chance to win big money like the professionals do. Unlike most fishing tournaments, which have a team arrangement where the prizes are based on total weight, the Big Bass Bash is special because it only takes one fisherman to win one big bass to win. And actually, the prize money they give out totals $250,000. And for the winning fish, it's $100,000. So you catch the biggest fish, you get $100,000. So wow. Who wouldn't want to try that? You can also launch your boat from anywhere on the lake, and they will have 4 different weigh-in stations. And for registration for that one, you can go to bigbassbash.com. Our Valentine's Day, just around the corner. I'm trying to think of something special to do with your husband or your wife, something different other than just, going out to dinner or staying in or whatever your traditions are. Wanted to let you know about a free upcoming event at Bridal Cave in Camdenton, Missouri. Bridal Cave is the Lake of the Ozarks' #1 year-round attraction. And part of that is because the inside of the cave remains a constant 60 degrees. So it's a great activity no matter what the weather. The weather will not rain on your parade at Bridal Cave. They have the underground bridal chapel, and it's actually, they've had more than 3,000 weddings from couples around the world, for many, many years going on. But so this event, free event coming up on February the 9th from 9 to 4 at Bridal Cave. This is a free event, you guys. And each couple gets flowers for the bride, a professional photo. There'll be cake. There will be bacon roses. If you don't know what bacon roses are, you haven't lived yet. There'll also be some gifts from local restaurants and a lifetime pass to Bridal Cave. They're asking you to bring a non-perishable food item that they could donate to a local food bank. So those are some of the things that happen in the spring, late winter, early spring time at the lake. And Haley is going to tell us a little bit more about some other fun things we can do.
Yeah, those are some really great ideas and a lot of variety there. So, there's always something for everyone that you can find here at the lake to do. Even in the winter and the fall, the spring. Of course, things start to pick up a little bit in the spring and people start coming back and visiting their lake homes to get things ready for the season. And, maybe they're house hunting or, just hoping for warmer weather and kind of willing it to get here a little faster by spending time at the lake. But while you're here checking out all of the fun things that Stacey has shared with us, we have some other things that you can do around the lake as well that I wanted to share with you. As a family, you can enjoy a stay at Margaritaville in Osage Beach and check out the Jolly Mon Indoor Water Park, which is a lot of fun for the kids. Or maybe you want to show off your competitive side. You can go to Minor Mike's Indoor Family Fun Center to race some go-karts, or you can team up on some classic video games with your family members. You can go bowling at one of the area bowling alleys, or jump until your legs give out at the trampoline park, all in Osage Beach, or you can go up to Eldon and throw some axes at some targets. That sounds like fun. Let out some of your aggression about the cold. Or you can check out Lake Escape on the dam strip in Lake Ozark, test your brain power there, and learn something new about the lake, maybe in one of the many area museums that we have. So there are always plenty of things you can find to do, even when the weather is a little bit colder. So we encourage you to come, spend some time at the lake outside of the summer months when everyone's out on the water and things are a little crazy and the traffic's insane. Come visit when it's a little bit slower and enjoy some of the other things that we have to offer in the community. We have lots of area restaurants and wineries that offer live music, karaoke, trivia nights. And, speaking of wineries, we also have distillery tours, brewery tours. The wineries do tastings. They all have light menus. You can play beer bingo at the new Lake of the Ozarks Brewing Company and check out how the brewing process works even from the observation deck they have. So there are a lot of great things to do that we'd like to share with you. So come stay with us and check it all out.
Right. So when we come back after a short break that we're going to take right now, we are going to introduce our guest on the show today, DJ Bricker from Pix Gallery. We're anxious to see what he can tell us all about brand new products and some history of the company, some things to look forward to. And there's so many things, you guys, that Pix Gallery does that unless you've been in the store or checked out their website, you just won't believe all the many things they can do, different projects for you. So as always, if you miss any part of the show, you can listen anytime on our YouTube channel, Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri. So stay with us on the Lakefront Living Radio Show on News Talk KRMS 1150 AM, 97.5 FM, and 103.3.
Hi, this is Mike Kircher, Realtor and Lakefront Specialist with Lakefront Living Realty, specializing in lakefront and lake access homes, condos, and land on the North Shore. I also have over 40 years boating experience at Lake of the Ozarks and am also a U.S. Coast Guard licensed captain. If you or anyone you know is interested in buying or selling property on the North Shore, give me a call at 314-346-0990 or email me directly at mkircher@lakefrontliving.com.
Welcome back. Thanks for listening to the Lakefront Living Realty radio show on News Talk KRMS. Once again, here's owner-broker Annie Faulstich.
Welcome back to the Lakefront Living Radio Show, where we're changing lives one lake house at a time. I'm here today with my fellow realtor and lakefront specialist, Haley Glover. We've been talking about some of the fun things that you can do with your friends and your family all around the lake and all year round, really, talking about some of those opportunities that we wouldn't necessarily have. So, Haley, if you would just go ahead and talk briefly about yourself, and we'll go ahead and introduce our guest of the day.
Sure. I am Haley Glover, and I am a realtor and lakefront specialist with Lakefront Living Realty on the East Shore. Lakefront Living Realty is the only exclusive lakefront lake access brokerage, and we are here today again to talk with you more about things that we can do at the lake in the off season. But we also have a guest with us that we want to introduce now, and we have DJ Bricker with us, and he is with Pix Gallery.
Thank you for being here today.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So we're very excited to have you here to talk with us about your company, and we know that you offer a lot of different products and services that not only beautify our lake homes, but keep us warm when we're stuck inside during those cold winter months that we've been talking about. So, before we get into all of that, though, would you be interested in sharing with us maybe some of your favorite things about the lake during the winter months, things that maybe you or your family enjoy doing that maybe we didn't mention?
We tend to get to visit a lot of the restaurants that I'd like to in the summertime, but in the winter, especially some of the higher-end restaurants, the chefs get a chance to play and do stuff that's not on the menu and come up with features that are a little off the straight and narrow, so to speak. And it's nice to see those guys spread their wings and try something new. It's nice to see what they come up with. So I really enjoy going out to dinner and getting those things that you wouldn't see around here most of the time. It's refreshing.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
It is, for sure. So thank you for your insight on that. The lake is such a big place for such a small place, I guess we could say. We all have different experiences in our day-to-day lives and work and play in different environments. So it's always nice to talk to people from different areas of the lake to hear about their perception of living the lake lifestyle and what that looks like and what that means to them. So again, DJ, we've done a little bit of research about your company, Pix Gallery, but we want to hear about what you do in your own words. So would you please tell us a little bit about Pix Gallery, when and how it all started, and a little bit about how it's evolved over the years?
We started in 1993 as Pix Windows and Glass, and my Uncle Jay had it, and soon after that, around 95, my mom came down and we started Pix Flooring and Framing. And so we had windows, glass, mirror, shower doors, and flooring. And I came down late in 95 at my mom's request to help, as she put it, run the company. And I got down here and she had me making window screens for $5 an hour.
Wow. Child labor, it's best.
Yeah, we had a difference of opinion about what helping run the company meant. But I really, really quickly found out that windows and glass and flooring were about the most boring things in the world. So in 2000, we started playing with fire, and I added the fireplace side. And as part of that industry, outdoor gas grills and the outdoor living rooms, that's all part of that industry. Pretty much anything with fire we do now. I like to joke with clients that we will set literally anything on fire for them. So it's been a lot more fun. We got rid of the windows, but we kept the mirrors and the shower doors. We've pretty much gotten rid of all the flooring because it is the worst industry in the world. We've kept a little bit of tile, and we've added stone because of the decoration around the fireplaces. We've added all of the stuff that goes around those products, mantles and accessories and seasonings and all the fun stuff that kind of round that out. But we've really stuck to things that people don't want to do for themselves. They're either extremely tricky, sometimes dangerous, or it's just so specialized that not very many people know about it.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like maybe it could be a little overwhelming, too.
It can be. There's a lot to learn and a lot to understand about how our products interact with other products in the home. Mm-hmm. There's a lot to think about when you're laying out a custom closet with shelving, how that person's going to use those shelves, and so that we're not wasting money or wasting space in a closet.
Right. And I think it's always better to default to the professionals, especially than to try to do it yourself, one, but also in maybe a second home where you're not there all of the time.
Absolutely.
It's easier, time-wise and effort to just leave it to the professionals.
You've got to go out and enjoy the lake.
Absolutely.
Let us do the work, and we've been doing it now for a long time, so we can ask the questions that we know need to be asked to find out how you're going to use a product so that we aren't wasting money and your time, and we get the end result that you will use the most.
Right. And so do you offer design and consultation services as well?
We do. In fact, a lot of the higher-end projects, the wooden shelving, the outdoor kitchens and living areas, and of course the fireplace remodels, I'll do a 3D rendering for the client before anything's decided so that we can actually show you a scale picture of that project completed, and we can make changes before we get real deep into the nuts and bolts of it. Everybody enjoys seeing a picture because, of course, a picture's worth 1,000 words.
Yeah.
And it just makes the decision-making process so much easier to be able to actually see it.
Absolutely. So one thing I was wondering, because at my house, we have a fireplace, and I know that there are a lot of homes around the lake that do. Some of them are very dated.
Absolutely.
And so I'm wondering...
It's a real nice way to put it.
Dated, yes. We like to use that word in the industry. But how difficult is it to redo an entire fireplace, to update it? Is it
It's not.
doable? Do you just remove the whole thing and start over? Or
We can. Most of the time when people come to us, it is because they either want to change the look of their fireplace or they want to change the function.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to go from wood to gas, or they want to go from gas to electric. There are inserts that you can do. You can put something in your existing fireplace, but of course that makes it look a little smaller, and you're not really changing the entire look of the fireplace, the surround, the stone, the mantle, that really, really dated slatted wood on the diagonal.
So you can change you can change the look, or you can change the functionality.
Or we can do both.
Or both.
We can take it down and start completely over, and we do that in-house where we don't have to hire outside help to get that done. It makes the project go a lot faster.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's neat. So you can handle it from start to finish.
Absolutely.
Design it, construct it, finish it, and
come up with the idea, and then we help you finalize the sizes, the colors, the shapes.
right.
I draw it, and then all you have to do is sit back and write the check, which
Awesome.
some would say would be the hard part.
Yeah, sometimes that is the most difficult part.
Yeah, it can be at times.
So is it possible to add a new fireplace or stove to a space where there maybe was not one before?
Absolutely. We do that quite a bit, especially with the direct vent gas fireplaces. If it's on an exterior wall, we can vent just right out that wall. We don't have to vent above the roof. With wood stoves, a lot of times we've got to at least take into account how that roof is laid out and whether you want it upstairs or downstairs. But most of the time we can add wood stoves, wood fireplaces, gas fireplaces, and of course electric fireplaces to any house. We just need to get creative with where we put it and make sure everything's going to work the way we need it to.
Mm-hmm. And then you do the construction side of all of that as well?
Absolutely,
or, okay.
100%. If you just point at a blank wall and go, I want a fireplace there, we can take care of all of it. Everything from the demo to putting the fireplace in and doing the surround.
That's awesome.
It is.
One stop shopping, I guess you would say.
Yes.
Right.
So, all right. Well, DJ, we appreciate that. When we come back, we're going to talk some more with you about your company and about all things fire, stone, and glass. So it is time for another short break, but don't go anywhere. Stay with us on the Lakefront Living Realty Show on News Talk KRMS, 1150 AM, 97.5 FM, and 103.3 FM.
It's the Lake of the Ozarks lifestyle you've been dreaming about. Hello, I'm Scott Ferguson, CEO of Lakefront Living International. Remember, you're not just buying a house, you're buying the lake and the lifestyle that is unique to Lake of the Ozarks. For more information, visit lakefrontliving.com. We hope you'll listen in on Saturdays at 11:06 on News Talk KRMS.
Welcome back. Thanks for listening to the Lakefront Living Realty radio show on News Talk KRMS. Once again, here's owner-broker Annie Faulstich.
Welcome back once again to the Lakefront Living Realty radio show, your trusted guide to buying and selling lakefront property at Lake of the Ozarks, where every day is a lake day. Again, I am Haley Glover, realtor and lakefront specialist for the East Shore with Lakefront Living Realty, Lake of the Ozarks, only exclusive lakefront and lake access brokerage, where we are changing lives one lake house at a time. If you've missed any part of our show today, we've been talking about life at the lake during the off-season, what it's like, and what there is to do. We are also joined by our guest, I'm so sorry. DJ.
It's a tough one, I understand.
DJ Bricker. It's not that tough. It's just me. Of Pix Gallery. He's been sharing some tips with us about adding and updating fireplaces to keep us warm indoors during those winter months at the lake. If you'd like to go back and listen to any part of today's show or any of our other previous shows, please visit our YouTube channel, Lakefront Living Realty Missouri, where you can also catch our weekly Tip of the Day videos that are full of useful information about living the lake life and buying and selling lakefront property.
Mm-hmm. Hello again. I'm Stacey O'Neill. I'm your South Shore Lake of the Ozarks lakefront specialist. And thank you again, DJ, for joining us today. Let's take just a minute or two and talk about fireplace safety and regulations and what that means to the consumer.
Absolutely. In the last 9 years or so, there have been a lot of changes in our industry, but one that is current and means a lot to the consumer is the EPA's new regulations for efficiencies on fireplaces that started 2020. These regulations make it so that products made 2019 and before need to be sold and off showroom floors by the end of March. Because of that, if anybody is looking for a fireplace or looking for a wood stove or a pellet stove that puts out heat, these appliances that are leftovers and sitting on showroom floors are available at deep discounts right now. I know that I only have, I think, 3 or 4 left, but some people have entire warehouses just full of stuff. I've got manufacturers that are really trying to push some stuff, and we've got the prices down lower than my cost on some stuff. So if you're looking for something that puts out a lot of heat, now is the time. It's just a good time to get a good, efficient stove at a huge discount.
Okay.
So speaking of that, then, would you go ahead and just tell our listeners about how they can get in touch with you? Where is your showroom located? Do you have a website, Facebook page?
Absolutely. We're on Highway 42, just past the school. Our address is 562 Highway 42. And, of course, if you Google Pix Gallery, we come right up with a map button to get you right to our front door. Our website is pixgallery.com. We are Pix Gallery on Facebook. And then our concert venue website and Facebook page is The Fire Room. So you just facebook.com/Fire Room, and you can see our concert series.
Yeah, tell us a little bit more about the concert series. I mean, in addition to all these great products and services you offer that many people weren't aware of until now, so you have something going on with the concert series. Tell us a bit about that.
We started the Pix Gallery, or the Fire Room at Pix Gallery Americana concert series about 8 years ago now. We bring in an internationally touring recording artist about once a month. Some random day, we're just catching them when they're between big shows. To do a living room style show, we put everybody in what's called the Fire Room, which is a big room surrounded by fireplaces, and it's an acoustic singer-songwriter, like MTV Unplugged, but in a fireplace store, which confuses a lot of our musicians. But it's a great time. People show up with snacks and stuff to share, and they bring their own wine and drinks, and it's a good way to see incredible music that is original and isn't having to be listened to over the crowd of people that have maybe had too much to drink right behind you at that table. No. It's just... everybody's there about the music, and it's so much fun.
Well, we have a lot of live music here at the lake, all over the lake, but that sounds like something that's pretty unique.
It's unique. It's a lot more intimate. You get to hear a lot of the stories about how the songs came about, and really have that up-close personal time with the performer and the artist. And it's just an amazing experience. If you've never been to an acoustic show or a living room style show with somebody that's got Grammy Award nominees, and we've had 2 Grammy Award winners, to be able to talk to these people, it's just amazing.
That's awesome. And again, when are the concert series? When do they take place? They're completely random,
but we do one show a month, and of course you can find out about it on Facebook.com/Fire Room.
Okay.
And get on there. Our events are all there. We're booked out right now through the end of 2020. We've got a list of about 200 musicians that want to play for us.
Oh, wow.
The word got out. John D. Graham is the person that named our show. He's the only 3-time inductee into the Austin Music Hall of Fame. And he comes twice a year just because he loves playing at our place so much. So we're extremely fortunate to get the level of musicians to come and play for us. And it's just kind of a hidden secret at the lake.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm really glad that that we're talking about that today because it really ties in to the rest of, the other topic that we're talking about today, things to do around the lake in the off season.
In fact, our biggest attended events, of course, are in the off season. Mm-hmm. We had a show Friday. It was the Bernie Sisters out of Columbia, Missouri, that are 3 sisters, 9, 11, and 13, that are absolutely incredible musicians. They had to have played 12 different instruments while they performed. They're amazing, and one of them's the songwriter, and she's writing incredible songs. Absolutely, just blew your socks off. It was really fun.
That's amazing. I love that. So what, it seems like there are so many options for indoor fireplaces, stoves, and then also fire pits.
Absolutely.
And I know you guys do that as well. So what can you tell us about, maybe the difference between all of these, how you know which is going to be best for you and for your home? Actually,
one of the things that is a misunderstanding by a lot of homeowners is where they can put fire on their deck or patio.
Right.
A lot of people, especially if they're used to going around Pinterest and Houzz and watching DIY and HGTV, they see fire pits and patio heaters undercover a lot. And most of the time, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Most fire pits, most patio heaters require an 11-foot ceiling for you to be able to put them undercover. Otherwise, it starts the ceiling on fire, which...
That's a bad thing.
It's not a desired effect. You want the place warm and cozy, but not quite that warm. But we have a real bad time with that in condos in the area because people will go to a box store, pick up one of these patio heaters, and just throw it out on their condo deck. And a lot of condos have the vinyl siding as the soffit material under the deck above them.
Right.
And, of course, it melts really, really quickly and then falls onto this heater and then lights on fire, and it's really difficult to put out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
So it's an extremely scary thing, and that's something that when people come in looking for fire pits and patio heaters and grills, that we know that we make sure to talk to the end user about, that they won't be able to find that information on the box. They're not going to find that information at the box store. And, of course, they're not going to find it searching around on the internet because you just have to look in the manual to see it.
Yeah.
And like most guys, we use manuals as kindling a lot of the time. But I'm a nerd, so I read all of them. And I keep them all trapped up. But that's knowing that those type of appliances can't be used undercover opens it up so we have appliances and fireplaces and things that can be used undercover. We've got patio heaters that are both electric or gas that can be used in covered areas with as low as a 7-foot ceiling. It's just making sure you get the right product for the application.
Okay. So it sounds like, if people here at the lake have questions about the safety of their fireplace or their fire pit or how they're using it, then
they can give us a call. They can shoot me an email. They can call us at 573-348-9100, or they can email me at dj@pixgallery.com. It's DJ like disc jockey at pixgallery.com. And that type of advice and making sure that your product is right is free.
Perfect. Well, be sure to get in touch with DJ and talk with him about your fire safety, and so you can make the most of your time when you're here at the lake.
So just remember that you deserve to relax, recharge, and make your own memories at the lake. This lake will change your life and forever be a part of you. Don't waste another day talking about the lake home you've always wanted. Life is short. Buy the Lake House.
Tell a friend to join you next week and listen in to the Lakefront Living Realty radio show. Visit their website for more information, including current listings and agent contacts. www.lakefrontliving.com. That's lakefrontliving.com. or call the office at 833-LK-FRONT. That's 833-7668. 833-7668. And join them next Saturday after the news at 11 a.m. on News Talk KRMS, Osage Beach.